I'm Richard Hosner, and I want to welcome you to this Advanced Wisdom series. In each of these series and episodes, I share with you the wisdom of three God-realized enlightened avatars that I've studied the most: Krishna, Jesus, and Paramahamsa Yogananda. These are God-realized enlightened avatars, which means they know God. My goal with all of this, by sharing this highest level of wisdom with you, is to help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life. So let's get into today's episode, which is focused on the topics of God, no surprise, stillness, and responsibility. Okay, so let's get into the first quote. So long as we believe in our hearts that our capacity is limited, and we grow anxious and unhappy, we are lacking in faith. One who truly trusts in God has no right to be anxious about anything. Okay? This is a pretty strong statement, meant to kind of get our attention. We're being challenged to trust God. And if we know even a semblance of what the great wisdom traditions say about God, we know that God is omniscient, which means everywhere, and omnipotent, which means all-powerful. Very simple, okay? So it becomes, when you understand those two aspects, trusting God becomes a whole lot easier. Now, you can deepen this trust of God through things like prayer, sincere, deep, enthusiastic, hungry prayer, and meditation. Meditation is the power tool of wisdom, if you will. And lastly, but importantly along this effort, is be patient. This kind of progress of developing the faith in God is not like flipping a switch. It just isn't. We need to work at it. We need to change our habits to be able to accomplish that, okay? Next quote, very simple. Stillness is the altar of spirit. The importance of stillness. When we are still, like a lake, there is clarity. In this case, when we are still, there's clarity of mind. When we are still, when we are quiet. When we have that, there's enhanced focus and concentration, which can be used for a wide range of purposes. But those purposes tend to be the more noble, aspirational ones when we are still. And stillness as the altar of spirit. Stillness is also the power that enhances creativity. And I know that firsthand because for more than 25 years I started and had an innovation company that invented breakthrough new products for major corporations. Creativity was at a premium and critical to success, which we had for more than 2 decades. Okay? Stillness creates the space, creates the diminishment of noise for new ideas to emerge into our awareness. Okay? So this simple little statement, stillness is the altar of spirit, and there's a lot more I could say about this, but I'll stay focused on this. Okay? Next quote is, since you alone are responsible for your thoughts, only you can change them. Now, taking responsibility for your own thoughts is a novel idea or a challenging idea for many people because they say, I'm thinking about this because you forced me to. Slow down. You have choice in all of this, what thoughts you want to be able to have going through your mind. So, as important as thoughts are, remembering that only you can change them, you first need to become aware of your thoughts. And that requires developing an extraordinarily important capability called self-awareness, the ability to observe yourself. What's going on up here? Okay? Pay attention to it, observe it. All of that's very important. When we have negative thoughts, we need to challenge them, question them, find ways to release them. Okay? That's part of our responsibility for our thoughts. And lastly, we need to take ownership of our thoughts. Okay? We created them, no one else did. Okay? You weren't forced, despite what you may feel. Okay? You made me feel like this way. No, not quite so much. Okay? Take responsibility. So self-awareness, challenge negative thoughts, and take ownership. Well, all of this is important wisdom to help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life. I greatly appreciate you listening to this episode, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon. Have a great day.